3. It's session 3. I hope we all have been enjoying it so far. I certainly have. And the benefits that you're going to get will hopefully you'll be able to transfer into the pool. Now, today we're going to keep that focus on our alignment. So great posture, holding the chest up, and also really dig into our core so that we're really working our base, I like to call it. And we're going to also add some twists. So we're kind of rinsing the body, aiding digestion and separating our spine and realigning it. So hope you all enjoy. Do the best you can. I'll add some modifications as we go. Feel free to play your own music if it helps you get into the zone. Dim the lights, whatever you need to do, and make sure you've got the space around you. All right, we're going to begin in seated. Okay, so seated position. So feel free to cross your legs and then bring your hands to your knees. We're going to take the left hand behind, right hand to the outside of our left knee, and just find that gentle twist. Maybe take your head behind you. Remember to focus on that tall spine, and just take a couple of breaths looking to the back of the room if you can. Keep both arms long and extended. Try and push the hips down, and just take those few breaths. Good, and then come back to center, switch out to the other side. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right hand behind, take that simple twist to the right. Try to relax the shoulders here as well. Keep that chest up, spine long, looking to the back of the room if you can. And just notice that rotation in the middle of the spine, our thoracic spine, gently twisting, gently rotating. And then come back to center, roll the shoulders up, and then roll them down. Good, 2 more times. Lift the shoulders up to the ears as high as you can and roll them down. Good, last time. Lift up. Take a deep breath in when you fill up and a deep breath out as you roll down. Back to that first side. Left hand behind, right hand to the outside of the left knee. Gently push into that knee and then look behind if you can. Again, focus on that alignment in the spine. Pushing into that left hand, sitting up nice and tall for 3, for 2, and 1. We're going to do a big rainbow, so take the hands to the left, all the way to the right, and then switch out other side. Left hand pushing in the right knee, and then looking behind. For 3, for 2, and 1. Come back to center. We're going to roll the shoulders up 3 times, roll them down. Think about that breath, closing the mouth, breathing in, and breathing out. Good, everyone. Rolling up 1 more time. Rolling down. Good. Lift the hands up, interlace the fingers, push them up to the ceiling. Feel the stretch in the lats. Good. Breathing for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring the hands down. Good. 1 more time. Lift the hands up, interlace the fingers, push up to the ceiling. Lengthen the spine. Lengthen those lats. Breathing for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Come onto your mat, tabletop position. Align the hands with the shoulders, the knees with the hips. We're going to tuck the toes under. Now really press the hands wide and then push up to the knees, push up to the toes. Take the knees off the floor. Hover here, breathing for 3. Engage your core for 2. And 1, come down onto your knees. Now option to stay with the toes tucked under and sit back onto your heels. Feel that stretch in the toes. We're going to take big breaths in, lift the hands up, big breaths out, roll the hands down. If this is too intense on the toes, just untuck the feet and sit back into the heels, okay? So feel that motion, lifting out, reaching up and lowering down, really mobilizing the shoulders, lifting up, breathing in, lowering down, breathing out. Good, keep it going, breathing, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Last time, lift up, breathe in, and lower down, breathe out. Come back to that box tabletop position. Keep those toes tucked under. Lift up, hover the knees, squeeze the belly button, push into the shoulders for 2 and 1. Good. Push back to downward facing dog. Sink the heels down and then walk the feet out hips distance apart. Maybe keep that downward dog nice and active. So bring some movement. We lengthen one leg, we straighten the other. Make sure the feet are hips distance. Gaze through the heels to the back of the room. And then nod your head left and right and up and down. So bring some movement to the upper neck. Just feeling that weight of our head, nice and heavy. Keep that step going, breathing in, breathing out. Good, and then look forwards at your hands and then slowly step the feet towards the hands, okay? Keeping the knees bent as much as possible. Grab those elbows, ragdoll, maybe sway left and right. So keeping that action moving, helping to lengthen and open up the spine, the vertebrae. Good. Okay, bring the hands down to the floor, come to stillness, and then roll all the way up the spine. The head reaches the top last. Bring your hands up to the ceiling, interlace the fingers, push up, lift up, breathing for 3, for 2, for 1. Come down to the floor, fold forwards. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, find that flat back. Exhale, press your hands into the floor, step back to your first high plank of class. So high plank, spread the fingers wide, push your weight into the ends of the fingers as well, not just the palms. Look and check that your feet are hips distance apart. Keep the breathing steady. Press your shoulders up to the ceiling, squeeze your bottom. Good, everyone, one more breath. And lower your knees down to the floor, elbows tucked in, lower the chest slowly all the way down. And then lift the chest slightly, cobra, push your big toes together, lift up, take a breath in. And then lower down, breath out. Good, tuck your toes, push up into that half plank, and then that full plank, and then downward facing dog. Lovely job, everyone. We're here for 2 breaths in downward facing dog. So this position gets easier the more yoga you do, the more practice. This becomes a really, really simple and easy position. But if you're finding it quite tough at the moment, just keep going, keep working with it. Breathe in, look forwards at the hands. Exhale, step towards your hands slowly. Inhale to halfway lift. Remember that kickboard or a pull boy on the back, keeping it there nice and still. And then exhale, fold forwards, bring the head down, chin tucked in, look to the back of the room. And then roll all the way up the spine. Keep the hands over the feet, over the shins, over the kneecaps. Come up to your quads and then inhale your hands up to the ceiling into Tadasana. And then bring your hands to heart center. Now from here, what we're going to do, take our right foot off the floor and then play around with that eyesight. Maybe close one eye, open the other. Just really focusing on that little bit of balance to begin with. And then step the right foot down, push your weight into the right foot, lift up your left foot. Okay, keeping the hands in center. Good. Play around the eyesight. Close one eye, open the other. Very nice. Take both feet down to the floor. Inhale, hands to center and lift up, Tadasana. Exhale, fold to the floor. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back, high plank. Holding here for 2 breaths. Come on, everyone. Squeeze your belly button, push your shoulders up, 1 breath. Check your feet are hips distance apart. And everyone lower the knees and then gently lower the chest slowly to the floor. Good, big toes together behind. Lift up the chest, cobra. Point those elbows back, expose the collarbones. And then exhale, chest to the floor. Tuck the toes. If you want to go straight into the high plank, push yourself up into high plank or go to your half plank, wherever you want to go. Good job. And then downward facing dog. So progressing from there, warming up the shoulders, building that strength in the upper body. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step forwards to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, open that spine again, chin tucked in. Bend the knees, inhale, Tadasana to standing, lift the hands, reach out of the ribcage, good. And then fold hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, find that length in the spine, look down at your toes. And then exhale, fold forwards again. Press your hands into the mat, step back to that high plank. Okay, option to tap the right shoulder and then the left shoulder. So floating through that, try not to let the hips move too much to the right or to the left. Just tap that shoulder with the opposite hand. Keep it going, everyone. Squeeze the belly button for 3. Good, for 2. And 1, bend the knees on the floor, and then lower the chest down nice and slowly, taking your time. Good, once we reach the floor, relax the toes, big toes together, lift up the chest, cobra. Maybe extend your arms a little longer, feel that flexion in the lower spine. And then fold, chest down to the floor. Everybody tuck your toes up to that high plank or half plank, then high plank, wherever you are. Good, pushing up nice and strong, well done. Push your hips back to downward facing dog. Good job, everyone. And then our downward facing dog, we're going to lift our right leg off the floor and hold it here. Now with your left leg, try and push your heel down to the floor. Feel that length in our calf muscle, okay? Spread your fingers wide. Look to that left foot for 3. This is 3 leg down dog for 2. And 1, bend that right knee. Bring the ankle to the heel. And then open your hips to the right. Okay, so opening the hips to the right. Scorpion dog. Holding it here. Keep looking at your left toes for 3. For 2. And 1, come back to center, place the right foot down. Inhale, lift up the left leg as high as it will go. Push your right heel down to the floor. If you need to bring that right foot a bit further forwards to find that position with the heel, go ahead and do that. If we're not there yet, just keep that heel high. Breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend the knee, open the hip to the left. Scorpion dog on the left. Good. Keep that breath going. Maybe look to the left as well, underneath your armpit, if that helps. Good. 2 and 1. Step the left foot down. Inhale, look at your hands. Exhale, walk your hands backwards to your feet this time. Grab those elbows. Again, swaying ragdoll left and right. Good. Take a couple of moments, reset. Good, then walk the hands back to that high plank. We're going to move into our Chaturanga here. So from our high plank, we're going to slowly lower all the way down to the floor. Flip the tops of your feet and lift up the chest. Upward facing dog. Good, tuck your toes, push your hips up, downward facing dog. Good, breathe here for a couple of moments. Now if you're not quite there yet, I'm going to offer this modification. So from that high plank, if we need to lower the knees down, you lower the knees and then you lower the chest and then you fold the tops of your feet into the floor. Inhale, up dog, and then exhale, down dog. So just kind of assess where your strength is this evening. Okay, if you need to lower those knees before you do your Chaturanga Dandasana, then you lower your knees. If you want to go from that high plank position, you go from that high plank position. All right, everyone, inhale, look at your hands. Exhale, step forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale and fold, hands to the floor. Bend the knees, inhale, Tadasana. Standing nice and tall, lifting up, reaching up. And then fold through the center, hands down, chin tucked in. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening in the spine. Now we're going to hold this for a couple of seconds, okay? Now notice where the weight is in your feet in this halfway lift. If it's in your heels, maybe lift up your toes and then shift the weight forwards into your toes and lift up your heels. Work on that balance. Keep it going. Shift the weight back into the heels, lift up the toes. And then forwards, lift up the heels. Good, everyone. And then fold forwards, hands to the floor. Bend the knees slightly if you need to. Press the hands down, step back to that high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. So hinging forwards, lowering all the way down. Flip the tops of the feet. Inhale to up dog. And then tuck the toes, hips back, down dog. Good. 2 breaths here. Now seal the lips, breathe in and out of the nose. Your Ujjayi breath in yoga. This builds up lots of heat within the body. If we close the mouth, breathe in and out of the nostrils. Everybody inhale your right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up, scorpion dog on the right. Come back to center. Press the right foot down, inhale, lift up the left. Exhale, bend, open to the left, scorpion on the left. Good, then come back to center. Inhale, look at your hands. Exhale, step your hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Good, walk forwards, high plank. Last Chaturanga of this series. You can either lower your knees or go from that high plank position to low plank. Fold onto the tops of the feet, push up to the ceiling. Make those kneecaps come off the floor, engage your glutes, engage your quads. And then tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Nice job, everyone. Slowly lower down with your knees and then take your knees out wide, big toes together and reach your arms long into your child's pose. So child's pose, we're just resetting, finding our breath. Find that length in our lats still, okay? We're still in this active child's pose. Arms are reaching forwards, fingertips are lengthened. You're going to feel a nice release in the inner hips, gently stretching out the groin. Good. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Come back up to your tabletop position. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna flow. Inhale, lift up the right leg high. Exhale, slowly and softly plant that foot down. Inhale to crescent moon. So reach the arms up, stacking behind. Find that length in the back leg. We've really worked on this in the part series already. Bring your hands to heart center. And then we're going to lean forwards, press your weight into your right foot, and then lift up your left foot. Find that balance. Keep the left foot back into your warrior 3. Press your hands into your chest, breathing for 2. And 1. Slowly step that left foot back. And then inhale your hands up, crescent moon again. Lovely job, everyone. Take a big inhale, big exhale, left hand forwards, right arm back, low lunge with a simple twist. Good. Maybe look behind you if you can for 3. Good. For 2. And 1. Inhale the right hand up, lift up. And then exhale, hands down to the floor. Sweep that right leg back. Flow through your Chaturanga. So lowering down from the knees or from plank. Inhale to up dog. And then exhale to down dog. Good, 2 breaths. Realign, recenter. 1 more breath. And then inhale, sweep up the left leg. Exhale, slowly and softly plant that left foot forward. Sweep up the arms, crescent moon. Inhale. Come onto the back leg on those toes. Straighten it out as much as you can. Looking forwards. Take an inhale. And then an exhale. Inhale, hands to heart center. Listen with control. Lean forwards. Press your weight into your left leg. Take the right leg back as high as you can. Warrior 3 with hands at heart center. Find that balance, everyone. Look at 1 point in front of you for 3. Working on ankle stability for 2. And 1. Softly plant that foot back. Inhale to crescent moon, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, left hand behind you, right arm forward. So we're twisting on the other side here. Again, don't forget that bend in the front leg. Look behind you if you can for 3. For 2. And 1. Left hand down, reach up to the ceiling. And then exhale, plant the hands. Step back into your high plank, lower down, half plank. Flow through the Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, push the shoulders back. Good. Exhale to down dog. Nice work, everyone. 2 breaths. Try and push the hips as high as you can and sink the heels down in this downward dog. Okay. Just check your hands are just check your hands are shoulder width distance apart. Breathing for 3. For 2. And 1. Inhale, look at the hands. Exhale, slowly step towards the wrists. Big toes together, knees together, and then sit back into your chair pose, arms out long. Good, everyone, looking forwards. We're not rounding the back, we're pushing the chest up. Engage your lower back muscles, breathing for 3. The more you push into your knees, the easier it is. Breathing for 2. Check that you can see all 10 toes. If you can't, push the hips back slightly. Breathing for 1. And then hands up, Tadasana. Lovely work, everyone. Find that length, bring your hands down to your hips and give it a little shake. All right. Reach the arms up and then exhale, sink back into your chair. Again, notice those cues. Check your toes, check your hip alignment, and lifting out into the front of the room. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale, lean forwards, twist to the right. So left elbow hooks the outside of the right knee. Make sure the hands are parallel to the floor. Breathing for 3. Option to open up the arms here if you want. Breathing for 2. Nice work, everyone. Breathing for 1. Hands back to center. Inhale, look forwards, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands back to center. Twist to the right, to the left. So right elbow hooks to the left. The outside of the left knee, push into the hands. Breathing nice and softly for 2. Feel the core engaged for 1. Come back to center and then fold forwards. Imagine we're diving into that pool. Grab the elbows, gently sway left and right. Option to take the feet out nice and wide here. We're going to take our right hand underneath the right foot, our left hand underneath our left foot into gorilla pose, okay? So looking to the back of the room. You can stay nice and still here, or you can slowly sway your hips left and right. Whatever feels good, listen to the body. Keep the chin tucked in. Good, for 2 and 1. Take the hands away, interlace them behind the back. Toe heel the feet closer together now. And then if you want to stay here with the hands, let them rest on your lower back. Remember the chin tucks in, or let the arms rest and lengthen over the top of the head, really helping to open the shoulders here. Good. Take that breath steady in and out of the nose. Good, 2 and 1. Hands down to the floor. Inhale, rise all the way up, stacking that spine. Lift the shoulders, inhale, round them down, exhale. Good job, everyone. So shake out the legs, take a sip of water if you need a little break. How are we all feeling? Nice and warm, hopefully. Yeah, lots of thumbs up. Good job, everyone. All right, next series. So, step at the back of the mat this time. We're going to fold forwards. Okay, so fold forwards. Try and lengthen those legs as much as you can. If you need to bend them slightly, you bend them here as well. We're going to crawl the hands forwards. Find that high plank position nice and slowly. Make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders. Squeeze the belly button in, okay? Now from here, we're going to take a nice breath in and a nice breath out. Roll onto the outside of your left foot. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Now with our feet, we can have one in front of the other. We can stack the feet. We can lower your left knee if this is too intense, okay? If our feet are stacked, let's see if we can challenge ourselves. Take that top foot off the floor. Find that star position for 3. Breathe for 2 and 1. Lovely job. Roll forwards, Chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Now remember your shoulders, we're pushing them back. Push the shoulders to the back of the room. Find that length. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Good. Keep the breath steady. And then we'll go back onto the other side. So hinge forwards from your downward dog, hinge forwards into your high plank. And then roll onto the outside of your right foot, lift your left arm up, side plank. Remember the feet, they can be stacked. They can have one in front of the other. We can lower down the right knee if we need to. If you want to challenge yourself, take that top foot off the floor, find your star for 3, for 2, and 1. Roll forwards, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Good job, everyone. Exhale, down dog. Nice work, working the obliques. 2 breaths, take it slow. Connect back with that breathing. We're going to inhale the right leg high. Exhale, slowly step through crescent moon. Reach the arms up, finding that length. Bring your hands to heart center. Lean forwards into the right leg. Kick the left leg back into your warrior 3. We know the postures here. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Rebend the right knee. Place the left foot down. Inhale the hands up. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Roll onto the left side of your left foot. Find that high plank posture. Whichever variation you need. Good job, everyone. Breathing for 3. For 2. Good job. For 1. Roll forwards, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Nice work. Exhale to down dog. So we've added on that side plank to our series here, okay? Inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, softly and slowly plant it through. Inhale, the hands up to the ceiling. Woo! Find that crescent moon. Good job. Inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Stay strong in the left leg. We're going to kick forwards. Reach that right leg off the floor. Gazing down. Press the hands into the chest for 2 and 1. Bend the left knee. Step back with the right. Inhale, the hands up. And then bring the hands to the floor. We're rolling over to the right side of our right foot. Half side plank or full side plank. Breathing for 3. Lift up the hips for 2. And 1, come back to center, Chaturanga. Nice work. Inhale to up dog. Find that length. And then exhale into your child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide, forehead down on the floor. Now if you want to add on to this position, we're going to bend the elbows, okay? Draw the hands back in prayer position. Just gently stretch out the upper part of the arms and the top part of the chest. Again, just close your eyes if you need to kind of reset and calm yourself. Find that breath. Going to take 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Good. Draw your hands down. Lift up to tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Hover the knees. Keep holding here. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. If you want to work on some balance and coordination, just tap the right shoulder with the left hand and switch out. Breathing for 3. Strong core, everyone. Breathing for 2. And 1. Downward facing dog. Good job. Inhale, look at the hands, and then slowly step forwards towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then roll all the way up the spine. Keep your hands over the shins, coming up the leg, over the kneecap, over the quad, and then up to standing. Good job. Shake it out. How are we feeling? We're going to work on a bit of balance here now. All right, everyone. So, if some of you have done yoga before, you might have come across the move dancers, okay? So it's a lot about balance and reaching, using your breath, okay? So do the best you can. From standing position, I like to say use the middle of your mat. It's a good pinpoint position, okay? So I'll show you from side on. We're going to take our weight into our right leg. So take the left leg back, okay? We're going to take the left foot with your left hand. Squeeze the knees together, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. And from here, we're going to hinge at our hips. So we're going to take an inhale, and then exhale, hinge at your hips, and pause. Take an inhale, exhale, lean forward, hinge a bit more from the hips. And once we find that sweet spot, we're going to kick into our hand with our foot behind. Kick into your hand, stop, pause. Kick into the hand, stop, and pause. Reach your right arm as far forward as you can. Find that length. Breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly come up to standing. Don't put that left foot down yet. Bring it in front of you. We're going into tree. Okay, so tree pose from here with your left leg. Place it in the tops of the thigh. Hands at the heart center or at your side, wherever you want to go. Really building up some strength in your right leg here. Transition from one move to the other. Try to relax your shoulders. Good. Again, play around with your eyesight. Maybe look to your left. Oh, close one eye, open the other. I meant close the right eye. Keep the left one open. Good job. 2 and 1. Slowly step the foot down and shake it out. Now, with these two transitions, try and move as slowly as you can. Be mindful, okay? Think about the position. We're opening this way and then we're opening wide, okay? So have fun with it as well. I'll show you from front on. So we're going to take the foot into your left leg now. So left leg, we're lifting the right. Grab the right foot behind you. Again, with the knees, when I say kiss the knees, I mean bring the knees close together. Okay, good job. Lift that left arm up. Find that reach. Lift and lengthen. There we go. And then when you're ready, take a big breath in and a big breath out. Hinge forwards, lean forwards, pause. Take a breath in, lean forwards, hinge, and a breath out. Good, so you're pausing, using that breath to inhale. As you exhale, you lengthen. Reach forwards with the left hand. Kick the right leg back. Push into that hand. Good. Find that balance for 3. Nice job, everyone. For 2 and 1. Find that transition. Come back to center. Don't put that foot down just yet. Bring it forwards. Nice work. And then plant yourself into tree. So bring that foot into the thigh or the calf, or half on the floor, half on your calf. Okay, so we're protecting our knee joint. Hands to the side, hands at heart center, wherever you want to go. Relax those shoulders. We're here for a couple of breaths. Okay, nice work. Just focus on how balanced you are. Maybe one side, perhaps a bit more balanced than the other. So yoga is all about lengthening and balancing. Okay, we're balancing both sides of the body, lengthening those muscles. Good, and slowly step that right foot down. Shake it out, take some water. All right. We're going to find ourselves on the mat now, everyone. So lying down. Ooh. Bend the knees, bring them into the chest, rock side to side, left and right. And then once you've caught your breath, we're going to roll up into boat pose, okay? So boat pose is on your bottom. Feet can be on the floor, toes can be on the floor, or feet can be lengthened, okay? Wherever you are, arms at your side. If you want to practice a little bit of paddling, maybe paddle those feet as well. Kicking inside that box. Good, everyone. Lean back a little bit more. Find that space between your thigh and your chest. Keep your arms out wide and then come to stillness. Reach your arms up and down. So pumping with the arms. Good job. Lower back a little bit more. Try and lengthen those legs. For 3. Breathe. For 2. And 1. Come back to center. Nice tight wall. Bring the chin into the chest. Good job. Maybe move left and right. All right, we're going to go into our boat pose. So again, feet can be on the floor, toes can be on the floor. Feet can be lifted or legs can be lengthened, okay? Wherever you are, we're going to slowly lower back into this reverse bow, okay? Bring those arms to your streamline position. Rock forwards and backwards, okay? So rocking forwards and backwards. Feel that core lifting. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1, come back up into boat pose, arms out long. Keep that paddling going, everyone. Come on, shoulders back. Add in the arms. Good job. For 5. For 4, maybe alternate the arms as well. For 3. Give yourself a big smile. For 2. And 1, good. Lie on your back, bring your knees into your chest. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Good job. Lengthen your left leg long. Keep your right knee tucked in. And then from here, take the right knee across to the left into supine twist. So arms out to the side. Slowing everything down. Gently rotating, twisting the spine. And now from here, with your right arm, maybe bend that left foot, draw it up and try to touch it behind, okay? So really helping to open the shoulders here. Finding that gentle twist in the spine. Now with your knee, which is over to the left, maybe it's touching the floor, maybe it's not, but the aim of it is to have the hips stacked and have the shoulders flat. Okay, looking to the opposite side of the knee. Good, breathing. Just slowing down the heart rate. And then slowly roll back to the middle. Bring your knees, tuck them into your chest. Maybe the tailbone lifts as well. And then extend your right leg all the way down to the floor. Keep the left knee tucked in. Squeeze it into the rib cage. And then roll over to the right. Maybe the knee touches the floor, maybe it doesn't. Push the shoulders as flat as you can. Look to your left. Supine on the left, excuse me. And then again with your left hand, we're going to try and touch our right foot. So bend the right knee and then reach down towards the right foot if you can. If you've got hold of those toes or the ankle, well done. If we're not quite there yet, we'll get there in time. Okay, so really helping to rotate and rinse the body here. Keep that gaze to the left if you can to help bring some rotation to the upper spine. Just slowing the breath down. And just notice what's coming into the mind, any thoughts, maybe about how the day has been or what you're having for dinner later. But try and channel that focus onto your breath. So let those thoughts and things coming into the mind float through and float out, okay? So we're really trying to be as present as we can in the body. It's a bit like if you think about doing your, whatever event it is, it could be 400 IM, it could be 50 meters freestyle. We want to stay as focused and present in what we're doing. We don't want to think about after the race, hugging family and friends. We want to think about the time it takes to get to the other end, our breath count, our reach, our tumble turns, okay? So try and be as present as you can in yoga and apply it to your swimming as well. And then slowly bring yourself into center. And then open up to happy baby. So this is one of my favorite postures. We're going to take the feet out wide. And then the knees should hopefully touch our armpits, okay? So driving the knees down to the floor. The feet should be flat. Imagine you're going to stomp on the ceiling here. Or imagine if the ceiling's going to fall down, okay? We're going to be able to stop it with our feet, which are flat, okay? And then gently sway left and right. Bring a little bit of movement to this posture. Just feel the inner hips opening. Just gently stretching the groin. Try to flatten your tailbone as well and your shoulders, okay? And then come to stillness and close your eyes. We're here for 3 breaths. Really try to listen to your breathing, whether it's calm, whether it's quite regular or a bit forced. Just try and calm the breath down. Good, and then bring the knees into center. Place your feet down on the floor. Okay, so knees are bent. And then gently sway the knees to the left and to the right. Okay, so relax the shoulders. Just swaying the knees left and right. Maybe they touch the floor. Maybe you're not quite there yet. Just start to get to know some of the moves we need to work on. And then to finish off, we're going to press the feet together. So the soles are touching. And then let the knees fall out to the side. And then with your arms, you can rest your arms on your thighs. You can rest your arms on the floor. Or even one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And close your eyes and just take that breath in and out of the nose. We're here for about 6 to 8 breaths, okay? So this is your Shavasana. This is your resting pose. It's active because we're feeling that gentle opening in the hips and the groin. Try to relax your shoulders. Focus on this present moment. Noticing the sensations in the body. Noticing how strong we're becoming. And how connected we are with our bodies. So wherever your arms are, maybe they're on the thighs, maybe they're on the heart and the belly. Or maybe they're resting on the side, on the floor. Listen to the breath. As we move the body, we're now calming the mind. Find that inner stillness in the mind and in the body. Just taking that moment to pause. And then push the knees together, keeping the eyes closed, and let the legs be long in front of you. And then open the arms to the side and just count these breaths. Feel the body be soft, or maybe the body feels heavy. Maybe notice the air around you, if there's any noises, if it's hot or cold. Just tuning into your environment. Noticing the senses, noticing through the senses. Stay rested. And slowly start to move the head, nod left and right. And then start to wiggle the fingers, maybe fire the hands. So make a nice fist and open the hands out wide. And then take a long body stretch. Reach the arms up above you. Find that long stretch. Maybe kind of stretch all the muscles in the body. Be nice and tense. And then gently relax. And then roll over to a side position. Keep your eyes closed here and just become nice and supple. So relax the body, lying on the side. Take a couple of breaths. And then slowly push yourself up to seated. Okay, so you can cross your knees, you can sit back onto your heels, whatever feels good for you this evening, okay, to finish off class. Bring your hands to your knees, sit up nice and tall. Just like the beginning of class, we're going to finish by taking your left hand behind, right hand to the outside of the left knee. Find that twist. Maybe now after practicing, you can twist a little bit further. Remember to find that length. We're not slumping forwards, we're finding the length, pushing the chest up, looking to the back of the room. Breathing for 3, breathing for 2, and 1. Make that big rainbow from left over to the right. Good. Keeping the hands on the floor, and then twist over to the right. Left hand on the outside of the right knee, looking behind you. Good. Take that breath for 3, for 2, and 1. Come back to center, hands on your knees, gentle circles in one direction, and then in the other direction. And then up and down your thigh, just a pointer. Make sure those feet are pointing forwards as well. Good job, readjusting, nice everybody. And then bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes. Thank you for flowing this evening, swimmers. It's such a pleasure to help you move and flow and connect with your bodies. As always, see you next week. Namaste.